welcome everybody. We want to thank our AMS staff, district administrators, board members, families, and most importantly, our honored 8th grade promotees for joining us for this special day. I'm Deb Brill. I'm principal at Albany Middle School, and I want to extend a really warm welcome to everyone out here. We're here right now with 1/3 of our 8th grade class. We have the other 2/3 who have celebrated earlier today, but still others who can't join us in person, but are watching through our live stream and are here with us in spirit and participating from their homes. And so we want to make sure they feel part of and welcomed into this space as well. And families, just to give a shout out to you, it's with your ongoing love and support that these 8th graders are here today, ready to take the next step toward their futures. So welcome. First, just a few logistics. At the end of our ceremony, our 8th graders are going to have their recessional out toward the courtyard and then out onto Brighton. And families, you'll exit through the entrance you came in, and you'll meet back out on Brighton or by your cars. So that's our little logistical piece. We're going to begin our ceremony, though, with some wonderful speeches from our 8th grade student leadership. So I'd like to invite our first two students to come up here and kick off our ceremony.
All right, last one. Hi, everyone. My name is Aaron, CEO. I am the Albany Middle School president.
And I'm Alyssa Baeza Jimenez, and I'm your AMS vice president.
Welcome to the 8th grade promotion ceremony. So whether this is your first year in the school district, or you've been here since you were 5, this has been a crazy time for us all. However, as difficult as it may have been, we've all grown. We have grown in so many ways. We have grown physically, emotionally, and in personality. Whatever your feelings are on the last 3 years, we have all persevered. Perseverance is really what defines this class of 2025. We've gone through so much as a community, and yet we stuck through it all together. Through politics, pandemics, racial injustice, losing community leaders such as Kobe Bryant and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, we're still here. We've made it through the era of flossing and cringy Fortnite dances, and through it all, we're still here, standing together as one community.
Perseverance is defined as persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. That's powerful, despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. You keep going. Take iSearch, for example. We didn't really know what our final project was going to look like. It was a dreaded project we'd heard about since 6th grade. We knew it was going to be difficult. We knew it was going to take a while, an entire quarter of the school year, but we did it. It took 3 years to build up of tension and work, but it happened. Your experiences at Albany Middle during the past 3 years helped to shape who you are. Each and every one of you worked through things such as schoolwork and your own personal struggles. And these things made you stronger and helped you get closer to achieving your goals. Not once, not twice, but many times.
So they call 6th grade because that's what it's called, but I really think they should call it the year of firsts, because that's what it really is. It's your first mile, your first time on this campus, Greek games, Lake Anza, and the first time, well, at least in my opinion, having actually a really good school lunch. And I'm sure I could go on. Well, actually, yeah, I could go on, but everyone, including me, has their own personal favorite first. My personal favorite first that I had was the first day of school at AMS. So the first time I stepped on the campus, I remember it was one of the first times I actually hadn't walked to school with my sister and my dad. And even though my sister was a year younger than me, we always walked together. And sometimes I was annoying, sometimes she was annoying. Sometimes we were both annoying. But it was probably one of the best parts of my day. So as I walked on this new path to AMS, I felt this dreaded feeling of loneliness and honestly just fear. Because I knew that it was new, you know, I was on this new journey by myself. I knew many of my friends were excited, I knew many of my classmates were excited too, but I just wasn't feeling that at all. I walk through the Brighton entrance, which is that entrance right there, and in the morning it is extremely crowded and very cramped. And on my first day as a sixth grader, I was just surrounded and by a bunch of loud, abrasive, and very big seventh and eighth graders. So I saw my friends, and we kind of talked for a little bit, and because we were all kind of feeling similar, but not really, we made this protective, instinctive circle around each other, as if we're like trying to protect each other from this new world. And by the time the bell rang, I actually didn't know where my class was. So I kind of just wandered around for a few minutes, and I was just very scared. It's that feeling when you just know something's wrong, and you feel this tightness and this heavy cloud around your head, and you just get hot and sweaty, and you're just very scared. And I was in the atrium, and suddenly I felt this hand reach on my shoulder, and it was one of the most relaxing feelings in the world. I felt this wave of relaxation go from my head to my toes, and I just knew that even though I was in this new world, in this new school, I was going to be okay. Whenever I think back to that moment, it brings back a sense of nostalgia. Not just nostalgia, but a sense that I've really grown and persevered since then.
Oh, my bad. Now, moving on from 6th grade, there is 7th, the middle of middle school. It was an interesting year. Well, for me. It is the year I have most regrets. I think we can all relate to that, having regrets. Maybe you wish you didn't act a certain way, say a certain thing. Maybe you reimagine moments in which you did something different or better. Maybe you always ask yourself the question, what if? Sometimes I look back and think what I could have done differently, to not be seen the way I am, or I imagine myself not making those decisions that have been made. But the decisions that we have made, that we decided that we wished we didn't have made us the people we are today. We look back and think, I want to be the better version of myself. When you look back at the things you regret, think of the positive outcome. The old you is what has inspired you to be the person you are today.
Eighth grade, I mean, it's kind of hard to start, but even now as I read this aloud, we're in a once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic. And I remember the end of 7th grade, it was first period math, and there was rumors like, well, there's this new pandemic, this virus going around, like, and we're not gonna have school for 2 weeks. And all my friends were like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. It's just gonna be for 2 weeks, and then we don't have school." Well, spoiler alert, it was a little bit more than 2 weeks, and here we are. But it's also been a time of growth and rebirth. I'm not gonna say COVID-19 was a good thing, because the amount of pain and suffering inflicted upon everyone was horrible. But it forced us to stop. It forced us to halt in our constant cycle of taking and receiving, and take a moment and look around us and look at the world around us. How does this affect not just me, but others? How are my actions going to influence my peers?
Well, that has been our 3 years at the school. But we would have never done it if it wasn't for our friends that supported us, our family helping us, and of course the staff members. Would like to thank Ms. Brill for her amazing work. Same with Ms. Floresca and the other office staff. Would also like to thank the teachers for not only teaching us, but helping us mature mentally. If it wasn't for you and for everyone else, I don't think we would have made it this far.
So, class of
Class
2025, see you
See you
later,
later,
alligator.
alligator.
Hello, Albany Middle School students, family, and friends. My name is Leilani Fawn, and I'm your student body treasurer.
My name is Fariza Sabir, and I'm student body secretary.
Our middle school experience was pretty crazy, to say the least. We've gone through so many changes and learned so much about ourselves with the help of the people around us. We'd like to say how proud we are of the entire student body for working so hard throughout these difficult times, and thank our teachers, friends, and family for supporting us as we leave this chapter in our lives.
Starting 6th grade at a new school and getting to meet so many people was exciting. It was a year full of fun with field trips including Lake Anza and the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum. We had fun events like our spooky Halloween party and of course the Greek games. Then there was 7th grade when we chose our electives and took on more work and responsibility. We all complained about school, but didn't realize how important it was to us until COVID hit and we were all stuck at home.
Then suddenly we were in 8th grade, our final year. We adjusted to days full of classes on Zoom and finished our dreaded iSearch projects completely online. Our class of 2025 spent half of our middle school experience at home, yet it seems time has flown. It's almost as if the year has zoomed by. But now it's time to graduate. As student leadership moves on, we would like to leave the school with a couple parting gifts to remember us by.
We have had lots of different gifts left for the school by the previous 8th grade student bodies before they graduated to high school. This year, we wanted to get something that really stood out, so we decided to get a life-size cobra, the one you see here, to put in the atrium so we can show our school spirit. As you can see behind us, we also added an amazing graffiti mural to the blacktop with the message Cobra Pride.
Finally, we'd like to give something to all the 8th grade students who persevered through the pandemic and made it through an unusual second half of middle school. To commemorate our very weird year and celebrate all of you for working so hard, we're presenting each of you with your very own trophy. We hope it reminds you of how you fought through a difficult situation and how proud we should all be of ourselves.
We appreciate our teachers, the staff, and our peers for giving us an amazing middle school experience. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you so much for all of your support and your attending our graduation.
Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Hello, 8th grade students and parents. My name is Felix Spada, and I'm one of the senators for student leadership.
Hi, I'm Annabella Feldman, and I'm the other senator for student leadership.
The teachers and staff have helped us with many things throughout our years at AMS. They have helped us learn to grow and learn into the students we are today, put together clubs, coached athletics, and overall made such a contribution to the school. Without the help we have gotten from the many faculty members, this school would not be where it is today. From Ms. Brill and Ms. Forleska helping the school stay united and safe, to Ms. Perez helping with the library used by many students, to our school counselors helping guide students in the right direction for good school life, to the many teachers and paraprofessionals who support our learning and our growth, to the custodians who always work to keep our schools clean and organized. We thank you.
We would also like to extend our thanks to Ms. Brill and Ms. Fisher. Ms. Brill and Ms. Fisher have supported student leadership this year as our leadership advisors. Throughout this year, we've done and planned a lot of things. We've been busy making financial decisions, brainstorming class gifts, and planning spirit days. With quarantine, our experience on leadership has been even more challenging than it would have been for a normal school year. Because of this, their help and kindness has been absolutely invaluable for everything, from giving helpful advice and feedback to just keeping the school a good place to be. So we'd like to once again give our leadership advisors a huge thank you for everything they've done for us and for our school.
And we cannot thank the parents enough for all the love and support they have given us. We would not have made it through the tough time without the love and strength of our parents. May we please give a big round of applause to the many parents here today.
And lastly, I think we, the promoting class of 2025, deserve a thank you. This whole year has been a wild ride filled with ups and downs. COVID-19 has made this a school year to remember, albeit maybe not in the most positive light. However, throughout a year of masks and social distancing, we've all kept going. This pandemic has affected us all, some more than others, but we landed on our feet, and now here we are on our way to high school.
Thank you again, and will our AMS teachers and staff please stand so we can give them a well-earned round of applause? matter how challenging or tough the world will be, us, AMS students and faculty, will get through all of it together because together we are stronger and thrive together.
Thank you.
Let's give a big round of applause for our student speeches. Really well done. This next part, I have 3 special AMS awards to present that are a tradition here at our school. The students who receive these will receive a plaque that you will be picking up in the main office after the ceremony. We also have a plaque that hangs in our office that your names will be engraved on, that it has several decades of students on there. The students are chosen by our 8th grade teachers. The first award is a community award. The community award is given to students who are diplomats in the classroom, positively contributing to the learning environment and looking out for other students and also for the larger AMS community. They're thoughtful in their words and their actions. With the following students, not all of them are here, but some in spirit and some actually. With the following students, please stand to be recognized. Zev Dodi Appelstein, Yuval Magadash, Leilani Fawn, and Audrey Nordenholtz. Congratulations. The Cobra Award goes to leadership students who exemplify service, volunteerism, and an all-around willingness to work for the greater good of the school. Would the following students please stand? This year we recognize Farouza Sabir, Leilani Fawn, Finn McCarthy, and Melissa Baeza Jimenez. And finally, the Principal's Award is given to students who have shown the most significant growth during their 3 years here with us. They have worked hard and they have a lot to be proud of. Would the following students please stand? Gabe Doty, Khalil Wincoop Morris, and Sean Voris. Those students can stop at the office after the ceremony to get your plaques. All of our students have a great deal to be proud of. Students, I'm going to invite you to reflect on what you've been involved in during your 3 years here at Albany Middle School. We haven't practiced this, so tune in. I'm going to ask you to stand and be recognized for the things you've been involved in if I list something that you have participated in at any point in your 3 years, all right? If you've participated in band, choir, or orchestra during your 3 years here at AMS at some point, please stand. Thank you. If you've been part of an AMS sports team, please stand. Thank you. If you've been in Safe School Ambassadors, Peak, the Gender and Sexualities Alliance, Best Buddies, Dumbledore's Army, or the Activism Club, please stand. Thank you. If you've been involved in Science Bowl, Math Counts, the Coffee Cart, Girls Who Code, Science Olympiad, the Garden Club, the Green Team, the Earth Team, please stand. Thank you. If you have been involved in Sound Crew, Freestyle Soccer Club, the Ultimate Frisbee Club, Domino Domination, Mahjong Club, Magic Card Club, the Yarn Club, the Cards and Games Club, the Black Alliance, the Latinx Affinity Group, Spanish Club, or the Sociedad de los Muertos Club, please stand. Thank you. If you've been involved in the Activities Club, Cobra Garden Club, Doodle Club, Dungeons and Dragons, Muslim Jewish Club, Team Avatar, Tech Club, Jazz Band, French Games, Music and Videos Club, Afternoon Tea Club, Cobra Literati, Cobra Critters Club, or Macrame Club, please stand. Thank you. If you've been involved in the Hooten Games Club, the Board Game Club, the Lunch Crew, the Volleyballers, the Art Club, the Origami Club, the Newspaper Club, the Comic Book Club, the Battle of the Book Club, the Anime Club, the Craft Club, the Dance Club, the Photography Club, the Drama Club, the Fall Scene Showcase, the School Play, or Stage Crew for the School Play, please stand. Thank you. If you've been on student leadership either as an advisory rep, an officer, or served on school site council, please stand. Thank you. If you've either received a Cobra Kacha or been Cobra of the Month during your time at AMS, please stand. Thank you. And we know there are many other ways that you engage and involve yourselves, either in our school, in your community, and in your world. And so we just want you to know, even if I haven't read it off, we see you and we appreciate you. Let's give our students a round of applause. I also cannot thank our exemplary staff enough for being there for our students. Our students come in with a range of personalities, passions, and needs, and our staff meets them where they are, works to engage them, helps them to grow both academically and also as people. The flexibility of our faculty has never been more apparent than it has this year as they responded to the pandemic. The learning curve for technology and how they connect with and engage students who are not in front of them has been impressive. And in the midst of it all, they still remained committed to improving on curriculum, providing students with an excellent education. Their extra hours, hard work, and dedication are truly appreciated. And now this is my favorite part where I get to turn our attention to today's graduates. This is the moment when I get to speak directly to you 8th graders with some parting words for you to consider as you transition on to high school. I'd like to start with a quote from Angela Davis, a prominent African-American educator and activist. She said, "I'm no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I'm changing the things I cannot accept." This is an uncertain time in our world. We've been living during a pandemic, moving through this time without knowing what will come next. We also live in a world that's full of challenges, like acts of racism, discrimination, and systemic oppression. But we also live in a time of unity and phenomenal resistance. When I think of the deep challenges that this country has, I also think that we live in a world with all of you. During your time in middle school, I've had the opportunity to watch you develop and grow. I see how you think out of the box. I see how you have a strong sense of right and wrong and a sense of kindness and compassion for others. Like Angela Davis said, I see how you don't just accept this world as it has been handed to you. You always are working to change things that you cannot accept. You began your teenage years here at AMS, and we've watched you grow from timid 6th graders to the people that you are today. Still exploring, but strong in your beliefs. I urge you to listen to your internal compass, to trust yourself no matter what is going on around you, and to stay true to your words and actions, not just of who you are, but also who you want to be. For you're creating the person that you are with each moment that you live, with every decision you make, no matter how small, and with every interaction that you have with another person. You and you alone define who you are, and you collectively shift the world that we live in. Most things in life are not defined by a single act, but by a series of smaller choices. Be aware of the choices in front of you. And be intentional in your words and your actions. You have the opportunity to impact your world in a positive way. And as you enter high school, I encourage you to put yourselves out there, to try new things, try new activities, allow yourself to explore and seek lifelong passions. Connect with people not only who support you, but also who stretch you. Consider that each choice that you make will be one more piece towards defining who you are. Make choices that you feel good about when you look back on them as you sit listening to your high school principal's graduation speech 4 years from today. Step into this next stage of your life, open to the opportunities that will come your way. Remember that your chance to impact this world starts right now, not tomorrow, and that you have a community of friends, family, and educators who appreciate you for who you are and who will continue to support you as you grow and develop. From the entire middle school staff and your families, we are so very proud of you. Congratulations. Today we celebrate you. And now this is the part you all have been waiting for. It's time to hand out your certificates. So I'd like to ask the first row to please stand and come to the stage. Jonah Peskin.
Sean Sobers.
Audrey Pond.
Hershey Subedi.
I'm going to mention, too, that we're reading the names of students who are not physically here with us but are watching via live stream, and so that we can celebrate them in this moment as well. Christopher Panucki.
Levon Swigert.
Omari Pratt. All right, Omari.
Zach Tan.
Jake Kwan.
CJ Tay.
Diego Quinones.
Isabella Tejeda.
Michaela Ray Fang.
Salem Tesfaye.
Ashka Raj.
Maximilian Todd.
Mahaya Ramirez.
Felipe Toledo.
Maya Ramirez.
Serena True.
Owen Ramos.
Adrian Tucker.
Annalyn Rasband.
Romer Ueda Hale.
Cassidy Rasmussen.
Ami Vicaria.
Khadija Rofe.
Elias Valdivia Esquivel.
Pamika Rawiji Wakun.
Lila Vance.
Ava Reek.
Benedicto Vega.
Anderson Reese.
Arjun Verma.
Alyssa Rigney.
Sebastian Villablanca Aguiar.
Sampton Ricka.
Elise Vitek.
Colby Roberts.
Sean Voorhees.
Paola Rodriguez.
Richie Juan.
Borja Romero.
Liam Watt.
Sophia Rosigno.
Zachary Weibel.
Samuel Rothstein.
Andrew Will.
Seamus Rowell.
Olivia Williams.
Isaiah Roy. Glad you're here this year.
Rory Wilmer Child.
Shomi Roy.
Riley Wilson.
Gabriel Ruiz.
Annie Winkle.
Anthony Saba.
James Whitwer.
Faruza Sabir.
Caitlin Wong.
Nathaniel St. Andre.
Ian Wong.
Tamim Sarkar.
Kayla Wong.
Nick Saiparov.
Mark Wong.
Aaron Seo.
Alfred Wu.
Arad Shahande.
Gavin Wu.
Crystal Sherpa.
Khalil Wincoop Morrison.
Dawa Sherpa.
Tai Yaguchi.
Ian Shin.
Michael Yang.
Nathan Shinazaki.
Samantha Yang.
Jordan Shishima.
Young Young.
Kushal Shrestha.
Nathan Yasnovsky.
Bhavreet Singh.
Liana Yahia.
Kiana Stipes.
Caitlin Young.
Savanjan Satola.
Miroslava Zagal.
Malia Smith.
Emily Zhang.
Taswell Smith.
Dory Zhang.
Tiernan Smith.
Sabrina Zhu.
Will Smith.
Elena Zuniga.
Jax Snyder.
Paulina Zuniga.
We now present to you the promoting class of 2025.